Hey guys, welcome back. So, last time you saw me, I would have been in Thailand. Today, we are in Georgetown, Malaysia. It's a big kind of island city in the province or state of Penang. Right by my hotel here, I have a cool view. Little rustic hotel, but nice on the inside, working AC. Cool little coastal spot here, little fishing area, city there. It's been a while since I've blogged. I've been a little lazy lately, so I gotta get used to talking to the camera again. Hope everyone's doing well. Let's check it out over here. Over here we do have like a little beach. Yeah, look at that. So we do have a little beach over here. Kind of cozy, kind of quiet. Yeah, I might, at some point, while I'm here the next few days, I'll dip my feet in just to say I've been in it. I'm not a hardcore, like, submerge my whole body in the water swimmer type when it's, you know, something like this, but should be cool. Hope you guys are doing well. The journey to Malaysia was interesting. First time I've ever crossed a border by land, not by plane, other than the US to Canada. So the crossing was interesting. So I took a bus from Hat Yai, Thailand, or like a little minivan thing. Not too bad, just took a few hours. We're in a different time zone now. So if you're in an Eastern time zone in the US, we're exactly 12 hours apart now. So if it's 7 for you, it's 7 for me. Just a little bit lighter or darker outside. It's the hotel, the 8 Boutique. Doesn't look like too much on the outside, but it's well kept and clean. Good price. Strong AC, which I like, and very good Wi-Fi. Better Wi-Fi than the last few places I've had, which for a job like this comes in handy. So today is going to be a bit of a first impressions of Georgetown. Also a bit of just kind of exploring the city. Got the whole day ahead of me. It's like 9:30 a.m. We do have a few stops today on the list. We're going to check out Fort Cornwallis, which is like an old British fort, I believe. I'll do a little more research on it as we get closer. From the colonial days. Old forts are kind of exciting, so that'd be kind of cool. And then, let me check my phone. I forget the name. It's a hard name. We're going to check out a temple today, too, if we have time. I'm saying it on camera, so now I have to commit to you guys. It is Sri Mahamariamman Temple. That should have been all one word, but I had to space it up. Gringo style. Looks beautiful from the pictures. I believe it's a Hindu temple, so that'd be exciting. First one of those for the journey. So I got here last night, and I am really liking Malaysia so far. Part of me is wondering, is this an underrated gem? Because everyone's going next door to Thailand. It is a little more pricey here. So last night when I got dinner, it's $33. Now, I could have hunted down a cheaper place. I was walking by this cool, like, bougie coastal area with boats and a lighthouse. So naturally, those are going to cost more. There's a lot of, like, fancier tourists there. I was just kind of being lazy, wanted something quick while I was already there. And also I did get a margarita, sides and stuff, so but still, nonetheless, you could have gotten that same stuff in Thailand a lot cheaper. But here we'll still probably find some cheaper spots. My room was on par with Thailand pricing, mainly just because on booking.com I kind of strategically just chose my price range I wanted to spend with the amenities I wanted. So far, everyone in Malaysia has been super friendly. The people here definitely take pride in their country and their community. They're like, oh, you got to check out this spot, this spot, this spot, this spot. You know, very excited that I'm here. So we walked out of the kind of nestled area the hotel was. A lot of huge, really tall apartment buildings here, which is kind of interesting. So I do have a bit of a walk till I get to Fort Cornwallis. So I'm gonna put the camera away. You'll see some cool B-roll. If I see anything unexpected that's interesting, of course, I'll pop this out for you guys and show you some stuff from there, but see you guys in a bit. Ooh-wee. All right, so we're making progress, guys. This is kind of the fancier, bougie area I was telling you about I ate dinner at last night. It's close to my hotel room. Like I said, I probably could have found something cheaper, but sometimes you pay a few extra bucks for convenience. It's a cool lighthouse behind me. I did check last night. It is like temporarily closed or whatever. Otherwise, I would have loved to take you guys up there, but I guess you can use your imagination. And then if you can see those buildings well enough in the camera over yonder, that's gonna be kind of where we're headed, gonna be spending most of today. From what I gather, that seems like the main Georgetown area. My hotel wasn't in the most convenient spot, fair enough. You know, word to the wise when you're booking rooms. Be a little more thorough on Google Maps, but I was also kind of okay with staying a little bit outside of town. It's like a little beachside thing. You know, it's okay. Good room so far. Fortunately, they have the Grab app out here as well, and the cab prices aren't too expensive. So if I get tired of walking at any point, I can just call one of those. No big deal. Heading under this cool bridge. So there's another little island that way. I haven't done much research on what's going on there. So you look, it's a lot of construction stuff. I don't even know if there's meant to be anything interesting, but we'll check. Little plaza here. People draw phallic symbols in graffiti in some sort, no matter where you go in the world. As you can see, I'm very sweaty as well. Phone says it's only 87, which in Thailand I was hitting up a lot of 97-degree weather. But ooh, it's hot today. Maybe I'm further south in the hemisphere towards the equator. I guess there's factors with that. Maybe extra humidity from the water. That's mainly it. I'm sweating to death. So we've made it pretty far. We'll kind of buy some like bougie condos. Cool buildings here. But it looks like that's probably going to be our main section of Georgetown. Bit of a walk still. Don't worry, I have bottled water with me and can buy more. This is part of my fitness journey too. Burning some calories while traveling and adventuring as well, right? And looks like we might get a little rain today. I checked the weather forecast for the week. Seems like every day there's a risk of some of it. So I'll enjoy outdoor life as much as I can, then start taking cabs from there. I want you guys to see some cool footage with me, but cabs aren't always an option. So when you're traveling, you make things work. Hello, how are you? Good, thank you. Oh, map, thank you so much. Have a good one. Okay, everyone. We are in the Fort Cornwallis. So I ended up taking a cab to get here. It was still a bit of a walk. I was wandering some more after I left you guys off. And I was like, it's getting hot. It was raining a little bit. So, you know, it's a fort from the 1700s, 1786, I believe. So it's old, rustic, and a lot of modern stuff actually built in it. Like there's like a amphitheater thing, a garden. So we'll explore around here. The gentleman up front did give me a map, so we'll refer to that, see what extra goodies there are. Cool looking tree. So it looks like these are interesting. Some barracks or something. Let me check the map. Okay, so it looks like we're heading into the storerooms, according to the map here that's blowing in the wind. Come on. So we'll check that out first. That's kind of interesting. Maybe I go over this way. Okay, let's see. This actually thing isn't part of the storerooms, but it's on the way. Let's check it out. Buy some cool spiders in here. Oh, yeah, it looks like a storeroom. Looks like it's actually used to store stuff now. Let's check out these rooms. Huh. Oh, see that? Look at that big lizard. Nice.
Okay, sir, yeah. Where are you from, sir?
I'm from USA. Where are you from?
Okay, good. I'm a local Malaysian here.
Oh, awesome.
I'm a, tour guide. What do you think this will be?
The map said this was the storerooms, correct? Like storage?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's not a storeroom. Okay, so this, any idea, sir? What do you think? Come have a look carefully. You can see any difference. Some say kitchen, some say toilet, some say storeroom. But eventually, any idea?
I'm gonna say toilet.
Toilet, okay.
You, guy?
I have no idea.
Okay, huh? So, if the soldiers from the British or any soldiers, once they see, easily they can say this is a prison. Eventually, it's a prison. It's a small prison for the soldiers and the workers. They keep it here 1 to 2 weeks.
Okay.
So, a small prison. Because they never bring a lot of people. That's why when you take photo, you don't know what is this.
Yes. Now, these are storerooms, correct? Let's look at the map.
10 different type of things.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Well, thank you for the info. I'm going to keep walking.
Okay, good, good.
Nice to meet you,
nice
sir.
day, yeah.
You too. Well, look at that, guys. Okay, so damn, the storerooms are nicer than the prisons. Okay. Echo. Well, that was nice of him. We got a little bit of free info there. Do. Cool, cool. Okay. Looks the same as the last one. You know, old forts like this kind of walk a tightrope of being kind of boring, but kind of interesting at the same time. Like, it's interesting to see the one storeroom, the old stuff. But then you're like, all right, I get it, you know. Echo. I like doing stuff like that. Let's see. This one's a little more beat up. Okay, so that first room over there that I wasn't sure what it was. I checked the map. That is the gunpowder room. So stuff like that was probably stored in there back in the day. And the map says that this is a statue of our good old friend, Captain Francis. I'm sure if he were alive today and talked about his opinions on life, probably get canceled. I got snack bars here. So, I did forget to mention, to get in here, it was 20 ringgit, which was about $4.44, roughly. So, the Malaysian ringgit, 10 of it is $2.22. So, somewhat easy to kind of do the math conversion. It is a little bit pricier than stuff in Thailand here, but still not terrible as well. With my admission did come a free little bottle of water, so that was kind of cool. Like, at least you got something with it. So now let's check out our map in the wind here. Lighthouse, the ship mast. All right, and guys, you're getting raw, unedited footage. You're gonna see me fumble with this in the wind. Listen, I got a table. So, we went up this area here, and we came in the entrance. Little snack bar. I wonder if that was there since the original times. Let's see. So we're up here. So 9 says gunpowder room and magazine. Yeah, probably some big cannons and guns over there. We'll check that out. Let's see. 3 soldiers photo booth is right here. Let's see what that is. And there's a tunnel here somewhere, number 8. We'll find that. That sounds interesting. And it looks like right now we're on this wall, the Street of Cannons. Cool, defending the coast, you know. It looks like the other things on this list are actually just a lot more modern amenities, so that's fine. Okay. Authentic photo op, nice. And let's see, here's a sign over here, some info, some lore. Gunpowder magazine, constructed in 1814. So that was about 25 years or so after this was built, 30. The magazines located at the northwest bastion of the fort were used to store explosives. Sick. Its pillbox shaped design with thick walls was meant to minimize damage in the event of an explosion. Okay. Little bunker. Strictly do not step, sit, or stand on this historic cannon. I shall do my best. Look at that, guys. Cool view. Sri Rumbai Cannon. It's one of the most famous cannons, put on board a long wooden boat facing the North Channel by the Japanese in 1941. It had the Dutch East India Company symbol, dated 1613. According to history, the Sri Rumbai cannon surfaced from the sea by its own, This incident happened in 1880. Local folklore even believed that the women who were infertile would be able to conceive by placing flowers in the cannon barrel as a form of special prayers. Interesting. Well, hopefully they had nice, happy families. Cool cannon here. Cool old school look. Cool view, honestly. Georgetown has no shortage of views, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna pause here. I'm gonna take a few pictures. Sounds like the tunnel might be the last interesting spot, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, so I found what I believe to be the tunnel on the map. The place isn't that big, so it's hard to miss stuff. And it looks like it's an actual like modern tunnel to the offices. There's a kitty cat though. What's up, cat? Meow. Nope, he's not interested. So, yeah, Fort Cornwallis. It's alright. Like I said, with old forts like this, you know, if they're not super extravagant, they kind of toe that line and just be mildly interesting. I like history stuff enough that it was worth it for me to see, sure. We'll do a quick once over, and we'll see if there's anything else to check out while we're here. I think that's about it. So there was like a lighthouse and like a tall ship mast thing up there, but it's like a locked gate. It looks like you don't go in it. That probably actually been the coolest part here to actually do. So, bummer there. That's okay. Cool fort. I'd say see it. It's cool. Like, it's $4 to get in. You get a bottle of water, or you could choose to get a beer. I forgot to mention that. I'm so hot and thirsty. Beer didn't sound appealing, so I did a water. If you like old forts or historical stuff, that's fine. They've added a lot to it, like modern stuff, you know, which, hey, do what you want to do, that's fine. But I think it lost some of that old charm that maybe it could have had. Like you go to the US, see some old forts like this, there's, you know, snack bars and souvenir shops and stuff, but they still kind of keep some of it authentic feeling. Hey, you know, it's okay. You know, I give it a 3 out of 5. I should explain my rating system because you'll hear me do that a lot. First off, my rating system will be very inconsistent. Might be letters, might be numbers, percentages, who knows. But if something's a 3 out of 5 in my book, that means it's good. Not bad, it's good. 4 is like when you start being like, all right, this is cool, and 5 is mind-blowing. So the temple I want to check out closed at noon, but it reopens at 5. So I think I'm gonna mess around until then. I'm gonna double check Google Maps, but I think it is kind of in the area. I gotta get some Instagram stuff, get cool pictures, you know how that goes. If you're not following me there, check it out. Kind of a cool Instagram, kind of behind the scenes, more stuff that doesn't make it to the channel. But yeah, so I'll check back in with you guys in a little bit. I'm not totally sure when. Still figuring my day out. All right, we are back. It's a few hours later. Been killing some time, wandering around, exploring. Georgetown is very cool. Did a little snack break here. It's kind of like a little plaza mall type of thing. Tried it's like ice cocaine. So it's like a slushy. I think it was like passion fruit, and then a couple scoops of vanilla ice cream on top. You're with me so far, pretty normal. And then it's excuse me, it's like durian. There's like gummy black licorice. I don't know how to describe it. And I'm not the biggest black licorice fan, but it was okay. It gets weirder. Then there's like pinto beans or something, and then like cream corn. I didn't finish it. I'm not the biggest sweets guy, but it was actually pretty refreshing. I wanted some kind of icy and cool on today. Good novelty treat. But I ate all the ice cream and most of the slushy and some of the beans and corn. And yeah, it was all right. And then along with it, I got, sorry, I'm gonna check Google Maps here. I got like some just chicken and rice, pretty good, standard issue. And then like a big tall boy, like lemonade. I'm not the biggest sweets guy, but I do love tart, like citrus, lemon, all that stuff. So that was very refreshing, just what I needed. A little bit rejuvenated. But yeah, so I've been actually putting in effort to meet locals online around my age, like on Reddit and stuff like that. And so shout out to Erica for recommending that to me. Cool little spot there. Yeah, nice and full, mainly just from liquids. And the next stop we're going to check out, because we do have time to kill, so it's, actually let me backtrack for a second. So it's like almost 3 o'clock. That temple reopens at 5. So I've been killing time. Then I just checked Google while I was eating there. Georgetown Mansion is like 10 minutes from here, and that's open till 5, so perfect timing. And that shows up on a lot of the you know, top 10 things to see in Georgetown type of list. So we're gonna check that out today. Let's see. All right, thank you Google, right? How would I travel without it? So yeah, my ADHD brain's kind of bouncing all over the place. I did forget to mention that lunch I had was 30 ringgit, so that was about $6 and change. Not bad. That's the prices we're looking for here. That was good value. And so yeah, the ringgit, the way I try to remember, I'm trying to even think now. So it's like 10 ringgit is like $2.22, I think I saw on Google. So it's kind of a weirder conversion to remember, but not too bad. And yeah, that's more the prices we're looking for. All right, but I will say, all this exploring I've been doing, all these streets are really interesting. You can see like a lot of Chinese influence, Muslim influence, Hindu influence. So the country is majority Muslim, and good chunk of Hindu people, some Buddhists still, Christian, but mostly Muslim. And so you get a little bit of variety for everything you want to check out when it comes to temples and stuff. So a little other Malaysia trivia I looked into, sourced from the YouTube channel Geography Now. Check out their video on Malaysia if you want more in-depth stuff. Really, really interesting. It's only like 13 minutes long. Yeah, I didn't realize Malaysia has 2 big chunks. So I always thought it was just at the tip of the peninsula of Thailand and with Singapore at the end. But on Borneo, the island kind of east, kind of above Indonesia, they share the island with I think Indonesia and one other country. So that's kind of interesting. I didn't realize it was 2 separate mainlands. So that island section, it's actually bigger than this peninsula section, but more people live over here. Makes sense with Singapore and Thailand and all that. And then if you're wondering, if you come here, you know, how easy will it be to communicate with people? It's actually been pretty good. Most people here speak English pretty well. Most people are actually pretty excited to talk with you and chit chat with you, which is always really cool. From what I understand, that one video I watched, a lot of kids are actually just taught English from school. It's one of the 2 official languages here. So that's a nice peace of mind. I mean, everywhere you look, you see some English too on signs. It's our letters, so even if you can't understand the word, it's still our letters. Like, it's not like Thai characters are different than ours. It's still our alphabet. You'll also see a lot of Chinese, Hindi, Arabic, when you're in certain neighborhoods, and of course, different restaurants and stores. But yeah, this city is definitely really cool just to look at everything as you're walking around. Pretty walkable city, other than the heat. You know, it's not like in Thailand where there's like tuk-tuks everywhere. Grab cab has still been pretty useful. I would say within the city, if you're leaving the city, I'd be a little more cautious on depending on those. Probably find a little more reliable transport to get yourself back. I even learned that the hard way a few times in Thailand. Okay, so we're a few minutes away. We'll try not to get run over by a car or a motorcycle here. So I'm gonna put the camera away. I want to double check a little trivia on the Georgetown Mansion. So that way I have some info for you guys. Hopefully it's entertaining. I'll say at least the moral of the story of today, the stuff we're seeing is all kind of like showing up on top 10 lists you'd see on TripAdvisor, listicles and stuff like that. Maybe even YouTube. The goal of this channel is to try to be honest with you, let you know if something's actually worth your time, not just try to glamorize it up because you want glamorous content. So this is stop number 2 for the day. We'll find out. So I'll see you guys in a few. Okay everyone, so we are in the museum. So I talked to the very nice gentleman up front, and so he was saying that the place was abandoned for quite a while. And then in the past 20 years or so, they kind of went through the whole process of getting this home or mansion restored to make it into a museum, and actually just had their opening about 5 months ago, 2019 or 2022, that's the year. And yeah, it's cool. All right, so we're in the upstairs section. Shoes off, keep it nice and clean. And so yeah, what he was saying, to the best I could understand, is that this it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site now, finally, or at least most of it. And then through the generations that passed through here, you know, you had the Europeans, you had Chinese coming through. So a lot of the stuff we'll see, obviously a lot of this stuff looks very English. You'll see kind of period stuff of the time. So for the process of restoration, it would be what British people would have brought over here. Some toys, weapons, like you saw downstairs. Very cool. People would have been living a classy life back then in here. Cool stairwell. So to get in here, it was 25 ringgit. So between 5 and 6, I'll put the number on the screen. And you also get entrance to another mansion type of house museum like this. I'll probably check it out tomorrow. We'll see if I film it, but regardless, I probably will go since I got the ticket. Okay, so we covered the bases in this room. Really cool. I apologize if I go too fast over any of this stuff. I like old stuff, it's cool to look at, but I don't take too long looking at it. So, but regardless, so far so good. This is probably taking the lead for the most interesting thing I've seen today. Push, right? Yeah. It says push, but, oh, you know, maybe it's locked. I'll go to the other door I came through. But yeah, this is pretty worth it if you like old antique-y stuff. Ooh, look at that. Wow. There we go, this door works. We're in the other part of the upstairs. So these are called batik stamps. And you would use it to make these cloth things here, kind of cool. I always like tapestries and stuff like that. But yeah, the gentleman down there was saying we will be seeing a mix of kind of Malay and Indonesian culture stuff, Chinese and European in this whole area. And again, all kind of like period correct. So if you were in this time, this is what you've been seeing. So it is a bit of a multicultural museum, you know, not just purely based off of what necessarily would have been literally in this, but part of people's lives at this time, which I think is still pretty fascinating. Little bed there. Cool jewelry. Cool. And yes, in case you're wondering, it's not too hot in here. So this is a good safe zone from the cold. Also be mindful too, these floors are, I don't know if they used old wood or treated it a certain way, but it's pretty slippery and just socks. I'm trying not to eat it. Yeah, cool. I mean, it is just a lot of stuff. So if this isn't your type of thing, I understand. But if you're someone who's into history or old things, I'd say this is worth it. It's in a convenient location and doesn't take too much of your time. And it's a good price. So what is this? I saw these downstairs. I wonder if it's like a... That looks like a crutch. That looks like Voldemort's wand. I'll Google this and put a little blurb on the screen for you. Some of these stuff have thorough things. Other things aren't too thorough. So yeah, it must be weapon. Let's see. Okay, and now we're in the last section of the museum. This looks like probably the party hall right here. The old furniture is really cool. I like how intricate it all is. A lot more interesting than like IKEA stuff. Cool carvings in the glass and like metal. Little cherubs. Cool Davenport. Cool. Ooh, here we go. We got a cool car out here. Let me see if I can go out here. Oh, locked. Should have paid attention. Maybe we can snoop around out front, see the car. But yeah, this is pretty cool. So we've pretty much seen the inside. Does not take a long time to go through unless you're someone who loves taking a long time on this stuff. I would actually give this, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. This is very solid, definitely C, but it's not mind-blowing. And maybe not for everyone, but solid, worth the money. All right, cool. Let's check out this ride. Nice. Does anyone in the comments know what this is? What type of car? I don't. And I'll probably do a little Google research later, and if I can find out, I'll narrow it down for you. It's pretty sick. It probably was early 1900s vehicle, so you're, you know, not many people having cars like this, so you're probably thinking you're pretty hot shit driving this around. All right, so we made it through the museum here. I'm a quick museum goer. If I didn't show you as much detail as you liked, well, come to Malaysia and check it out. Let's try to be a somewhat spoiler-free channel. If something's too cool, you still gotta come and see it for yourself. So, worth the money, not too hard to get to, and yeah, definitely recommend it. So, I'm about like a 30-minute walk to that last temple, but they don't open for another hour and a half. So, I'm gonna wander around, see what other shenanigans I can get into, and I only have 36 or 7% left on this battery, so I got to be mindful for that. So I want to save it for that last chunk. So if I see something really interesting, I'll film it. Otherwise, see you in a few. Okay everyone, so we made it back to Little India. I was incorrect earlier. I thought the mansion was like 30 minutes away. It's like 12 minutes. So I've been wandering around for quite a while trying to kill some time. And it's very cool over here. Really interesting. A lot of stuff going on. But I will say, it's been a long day. I'm tired. My Google Fit says I just hit 10 miles of walking for the day. Which, if you're new to the channel, I like to walk around. I put on the miles, trying to get a little better shape. It's one way to do it. Note to self, note to travelers. Just because Google says something is open, I'm going to click on it just to check the hours because it might close soon. You know, because otherwise if I could have made it here earlier, it would have made the day better. So we've got like 15 minutes till 5. So I'm gonna chill in this area, do that temple tour. We'll wrap it up from there. Alright everyone, we're back. It is 5:07 and still not in the temple yet. Google says 5 o'clock. FYI, it's 5:30, according to the nice gentleman up front. So I'm gonna wander a little bit. I'm getting tired, guys. But I made a commitment to you guys, myself, to go check this temple out. And but yeah, just kind of filling you in. I'm getting pretty exhausted. I'm ready to get back to my room and relax in the AC. But it should all be worth it, right? So we'll see. We did it, we made it. So that was the temple tour. So kind of interesting that it's the oldest Hindu temple in Penang, built in 1833. So that's kind of cool, the history of it. Got this car's way. Otherwise, cool statues and all that. Neat paintings in there. Bit of NSFW stuff, if you know what I'm saying. That's somewhat normal for you know, like a Hindu temple like that. But yeah, mission accomplished. I would say I'm gonna give that actually a 3 out of 5 as well. Not bad. Worth seeing if you walk by and it's open. Definitely go in, it's free. I waited around for it for you guys. You know, I made a promise at the beginning of the video, so we checked it out. That way we got some content for today for you as well. Don't do what I did in terms of just kind of walking around too much today and stuff like that. You could easily do all 3 things if you just time it right with when they're open, or you could probably do it on separate days. Nothing's really too far from each other here. Like you could time like doing that mansion and then this. Like probably what I would do is do the mansion first because it closes at 5. Then get here by 5:30 and change. Then after you see this, you can then actually do the Cornwallis fort. Google says that's open till 11. So yeah, you could do all 3 in one day easily enough. Just wait till later. Shame on me for not doing enough research. I saw that they were open and I just should have paid attention that this had that gap in between. You know, I'm the type of guy, like it's a cool area to walk around. So, you know, you could even do the mansion, the temple, walk around Little India, because it is very cool. I had a fun time walking around. Grab a bite to eat, a drink, and then head to the fort if you wanted to, or do something else. The fort was probably the most take it or leave it thing of the day. And I would say the mansion was pretty cool too. So if I had to rank them, mansion, temple, fort. Yeah, I'd say that. Today wasn't too expensive. I was able to eat on a budget and everything. You know, unfortunately, when you're trying to kill time, you spend money just usually stuffing your face. That's okay. It was a very cool area to see. Again, this nothing was really 5 out of 5 rating today, but Georgetown itself is really cool. I'm loving it so far. I'm excited to see more of it. Probably do 1 or 2 more videos here. I'm backed up on my editing and all that. But yeah, so that was the day. About to exit here. One last thing. Thanks for anyone who's been subscribing. I don't know most of you, so that's actually pretty cool. Thanks for leaving likes and supporting. Say hi in the comments. It'd be cool to get to know you guys. But yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go find a good spot to get picked up by a cab, head to my hotel room, edit these videos, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Later.